Alright, so I've recently been playing a lot of Roblox, bloxfruits with my kids, and for some reason people like to watch the videos of us playing, but um, the thing is, I also want to evaluate the game from an educational perspective. Okay, so what I feel about the game, and maybe just kind of review the game. So the game has a lot of appeal. I think with most games, most of the fun actually just comes from playing with the people you want to hang out with. So like with my kids, spending time with my kids is probably like the game kind of leverages that in a kind of a strange way. So um, but it kind of gives you like so game like if the game is too intense, you can't really play it with other people. Like for example, like maybe like Geometry Dash, right? It's like if you split your attention from the stupid little squares and triangles for even just a moment, you're gonna die, right? So you don't have any attention dedicated at all to enjoying your time with the other people who are playing with you. It's just like pure focus, and hopefully everyone's in the same room. But a game like Roblox, Blox Fruits, it's like the most chill game ever. Okay, like literally you can do nothing and stand there, and it's like in this big world, and so and you're all like standing in the same world, so you kind of um, yeah, so you've kind of enlarged your space in some sense, and you play. Okay, and I think the thing I enjoy most about the game so far, I'm only up to like level 200 or something. It's not very much. I've only done like the first 5 islands. But the thing I enjoy most about the game is that boat ride from one island to the next island. Okay, and I think it's very exciting because it's like you're in the like a vast watery ocean, and you're going into the unknown, and there's that sense of adventure, like about what could be in the next island. You got your mates with you or your kids in the same boat, and you're going there. Um, and I think that's very exciting. And I really like games where you can share this experience with other people. Okay, so that's one really good thing about the game Roblox, Blox Fruits. But the thing I don't like about the game, so there's some minor glitches, but there's some themes as well. So like when you get to the next island, so the minor thing is like the the, the things that you attack, if they're on the same level as you, they don't do any damage to you. Okay, and so usually when you arrive on the island, you're at the same level as the very first thing you have to do, and so they can't even deal any damage to you, and there's no challenge whatsoever. Okay, so I don't like that, but that kind of ties into a bigger sense of pointlessness when you're kind of just repeating the same tasks that aren't very challenging over and over again, and I guess you have a very little feedback. So like I mean, so you're like chopping at one of the monsters, right? And eventually they die, you get experience, and you need to keep doing it until you get enough experience to level up until you get to the next quest, right? But so doing it once is not enough, so you just keep repeating, keep repeating. I mean, there is something about said to be optimized. Like you can actually find ways, you can solve problems trying to find ways to do it faster. You know, use more efficient methods, like more efficient attacks. You can use double XP and all this other stuff. But you know, that's not something that you're forced to do. So a lot of people just end up using all their time hacking the people anyway. And I think even if you do it efficiently, it still takes time to hack and grind it out away at leveling up and stuff. So that aspect of the game, I feel is like super dangerous for kids. I mean, if you're just doing this by yourself and no one's supervising you, you're like your whole life is wasted doing the most useless activity in the universe. You're literally just clicking for no reason, right? Like it's such a waste of potential. So like maybe on my videos when I do that, we can talk about something else more interesting while we're doing it, and then we can make the most of that time. But if you're just doing that for that purpose and nothing more, then I think you're wasting your life, and you really need to think about that and quit Roblox. Um, but yeah, and I see like kids who are like level like its max level is like 2450 or something. I see kids like, even my son is like 1500. It's really worrying, right? Because it took how long it take me to get to level 200. I'm imagining it take them like similar, like linear, like it's just like 6 times more, 5 times, 12 times, like 7 times more time to get to that. And I can't help but imagine like that's a waste of time, right? Um, and in some sense it is, and in some sense it isn't. It depends on how that time really passed, right? So like I know for a fact that some of that time he spent, um, so with a relative, his big brother Aiden, and they spent time together playing that game, and so like some of that was just like it was like the bonding between two people, and not the grinding of a pointless game, right? So there's that too, but sometimes it's hard to separate that in your mind, right? Because maybe like they were actually, so that's like the same with my problem with the schools, right? Like a lot of the benefits of the schools you enroll in are not actually the conscious goals of the school. They're just sort of side benefits that people kind of found themselves with. And I'd really prefer there to be a school where the benefits were actually the goals of the school. Okay, and that's like the school that I like to create. But unfortunately, like for me right now, that kind of school would not meet the guidelines for creating a school, and I'm not gonna at the moment, fake meeting guidelines and do something else. I'd rather just be approved to do the school that I want to do. Okay, Roblox. I literally don't know who the audience for this is, but um, yeah. So game review of Roblox.